Okay, welcome to the cross-country venue in Pragelato. We're here for the men's relay competition. 4 per team. Each skier will do 7.5 kilometers, so 3 laps of the 2.5 kilometer loop. You can see the conditions are absolutely perfect. We've had some new snow over the last couple of days, but the skies are starting to clear. France are drawn with the seeded bib number 1, seeded as the top team, but watch out for Finland, Italy wearing bib 10, and a total of 15 teams in this competition. And we're off and running with the men's 4 times 7.5 kilometer relay. We start with 2 legs of classic and then 2 legs of freestyle. So it's really important in this first leg to get involved and to get into that initial peloton. You don't want to get dropped straight out of the start. So Norway and Japan. It's Japan that are on the right wearing bib 3 and Norway wearing bib 2. So you've got to look for Japan, France, Norway, Finland. All have a really good chance. Germany potentially wearing bib 12 is the team from Switzerland, Nolan Gersch, who was the winner of the sprint. Yeah, he was the winner of the classic sprint final, so he's got a turn of speed. He came flying through to take gold ahead of the 2 Finns, Valtteri Pennanen and Markus Kassanen. So 3 is Japan with Kasahara Sho, and in 12 it's the team from Switzerland, Nolan Gersch, winner of the sprint gold medal. In 4 it's Czechia, Martin Svoboda, and wearing bib 5 it's the team from Germany, Maxim Cervinka. Kazakhstan in 6th. So there's 7 in that lead group with a slight distance between 8 and 9. Remember, this is not the sprint to the exchange. They've still got 1 more lap to go. If you watched the sprint competition, you'll have seen Nolan Gersch produce an incredible performance to come flying through. It's a little bit of an uphill drag towards the finish. It's all double poling. So we're about to start the 3rd lap of this first leg. Oh, and there's a pickup of pace. You could see it. Who's picked up the pace there? I think it's the Japanese. So as they come through and they start this final lap of leg 1, the team from Japan, Kasahara Sho. It's Japan and Switzerland that are driving this group onwards. Finland, though, you've got to say Finns got to be the favourite. The Norwegians, well, they've got Olaf Talmo, who won gold in the 10K competition. but they're not in this this top 9. Wearing bib 12, it is the Swiss and the Germans, and the Canadians wearing 9, Kazakhstan wearing 7. So Kasahara taking the lead in the climb. I fully expect the Finn Topias Kempi to try and regain the lead on the descent. It's not a huge lead that they've got. 5 chasing, 2 out in front. And Japan and Finland go out and go out hard. So Japan have handed over to Takizawa Ikura, and Finland, Markus Kassanen. But these two working well together in lap 1 of leg 2. It's the tactic. Try and work with whoever is around you in that first lap. Try and increase your lead as a pair or a group, or try and play catch up, but all the while trying to keep yourself in that aerobic zone so that you then have the energy to provide a burst of speed when it comes to laps 2 or 3. So Finland and Japan, and the chasers are Germany and Switzerland. Germans wearing 6, Switzerland in 12, and that's their bib numbers. And Switzerland with a very slight lead over the Germans, but they're working together as well. Oh, there's a move there from the Swiss. That's early. Now, is he trying to bridge this gap? You can see Finland and Japan go through. Now, it was, we were saying about 15 seconds. It's down to 11 seconds. So Switzerland, I think the Swiss, Sylvain Dura, is trying to bridge the gap here. He's dropped working with the German and just thought, right, okay, if I can just put in a burst of speed here, can catch up with the leaders and try and stick with them on the final lap, which is to come after this one. Well, Japan and Finland, as the sun comes out in Pragelato, you can see the Swiss trying to catch.
Here they are, Japan, Finland, Switzerland.
Finland are going to try and make a move, I think. We will see. Could be the Japanese. I think that the Swiss will just try and recover a little bit before he may even think of trying to break away and get into the lead. The Germans there have lost down, they're down 18 seconds. They were 14 seconds, so not bad from Germany. Only lost a couple of seconds, but it was the Swiss that decided Wanted to try and bridge that gap. And now it is the Finn, Tobias Kempe, who tries to up the pace. Well, Japanese has done well to remain in contention here on the final climb. This is the third and final lap of leg 2. It's the last bit of classic we're going to see before we hand over to legs 3 and 4, which will be skating or freestyle. Look at the distance on this drag, this long, slightly uphill drag to home that the Finns have been able to ski out. Ellis Valikainen will take over for the third leg. And he is off. Ellis Valikainen takes over for Finland. For Switzerland, it's Maxime Beguin. And Yamakazi Daiko for Japan. Well, have they all come together here? It's been a good move. Yamazaki of Japan. Yamazaki, I think, has taken the lead, and they've all rejoined. So we've got Japan, Finland, and Switzerland are all back together. Ellis Valikainen of Finland, with Japan back in the lead. So these top 3 will push and try and extend that lead over anyone else in this competition. Germany were closest, 38 seconds back. Kazakhstan, France. Be interesting to see what the French can do. I think the Japanese wanting to try and keep the pace high in this third leg. They don't want to go slowly and allow anyone to catch. So those are the 3 that leads: Japan, Finland, and Switzerland. Yamazaki Daito. He is the one that's been trying to push early and hard. I guess he knows that the Finn has a ton of speed. The Finn just hanging on, hanging on. So we're near the end of the second lap of leg 3. Oh, Japanese going hard. You almost think that this is the final lap. But no, there's another lap to go. Another 2.5 kilometers still to go. You see the German. And Japan extending a 3-second gap. Trying to go hard and go early. So pushing and going for a break, 2.5K out from the finish. He's going to absolutely bury himself if he's going to try and stay out in front for 2.5 kilometers. Finland and Switzerland with a more measured effort. Can the Japanese make this break stick? And the Japanese just lapping the Turkey team. And Yamazaki has gone so hard, went so hard at the just at the end of lap 2. And look at the distance that he's been able to ski out. Well, this is a good 20-second lead at least. Now they've got to attack, they've got to push. They've got a good sprint finish. The Finn and the Swiss. So can they catch the team from Japan? Japan about to hand over in the lead. We go on to the 4th and final leg with Sakai Kanta. Sakai Kanta is out on course. He was 25th in the 10K individual competition. He's from the University of Senshu in Tokyo. And look at the gap that Yamazaki was able to ski out. So Finland and Switzerland have got to play some catch-up. 40 seconds in one lap. That was the damage that Zamayaki Daito did for Team Japan. So we'll get an idea after the end of this first leg what the gap is and whether the Japanese is able to maintain that distance. Well, they can see each other. We just saw the Japanese go through there on the other side of the track. Sakai Kanta from Japan. Had a 40-second lead going in to this 4th and final leg. Now, at the end of this first lap, we will see if that lead has grown or if these two, the chasers, Switzerland and Finland, have made any inroads into that 40-second lead. So Sakai across the start-finish line. 57.31. Well, it was 40 seconds. What is it now? Nico Bennett of Switzerland. Nico Bennett of Finland, sorry. It's 27 seconds. So it's come down by 13 seconds. So Jan Fessler didn't compete in the 10K individual competition. This is his first event here. He's from the University of Applied Sciences in Zurich, 21 years old. And can he catch the Japanese Sakai Kanta? There is the Swiss, he's dropped the Finn, Nico Bennett. So the time difference was 27 seconds at the start of the second leg.
Japan back in the stadium.
Japan go through the stadium, and Switzerland are catching.
For the Japanese team. But things have changed a little.
So 1:03.07, and has the Japanese held anything? It's 21 seconds now. It was 27 seconds. Swiss in second place, doing everything he possibly can to try and close this gap. The Japanese, Sakai Kanta, has finally made it over the last hill. And you can see his opponent there, and I think that's probably enough of a lead. The Japanese has done enough. The distance, the gap needed to be a little bit closer as he goes on to this finish straight. You can see the Swiss around that final corner and down the hill. He has secured silver medal position, but he couldn't quite catch the team from Japan. He's done it. He has done it. Japan have got the gold. Wow. A huge effort to stay out in front. But a huge silver medal for Switzerland. A great performance by Jan Fessler. He did his best to try and close that gap. 20 seconds in the end. And Finland across the line. They won gold in the women's competition and bronze in the men's. So a good day out for the team from Finland. Let's have a confirmation of those results. It was Japan that held out that lead and took the gold. Switzerland, they were strong in the fourth leg, but they couldn't quite catch the Japanese. Finland taking the bronze. So the mascots will be presented by FISU General Secretary Matthias Raymond and the President of the Turin Organising Committee, Alessandro Giro Schieretti. And in gold medal position, it's the team from Japan. Kasahara Sho was the first off, and then Takizawa Ikura, Yamazaki Daito in that third leg made the move to establish the lead, and Sakai Kanta able to hang on and take that gold medal across the line for Team Japan.